is home of the Rift Valley, and wherever you may be in this country, you will rarely be more than 100 kilometers from the reef or one of its numerous features. If you're in Nairobi, that place would be Ngong Hills, 30 kilometers to the southwest of the capital, where this section of the Rift Valley escarpment towers above the city. Ngong Hills forms part of the eastern escarpment of the Rift Valley in Kenya that stretches from Mount Kulal on the eastern shores of Lake Turkana in the north to the escarpment over the Magadi and Natron Valley in the south. Along the escarpment, volcanic eruptions have created isolated peaks and ranges like Mount Kulal, Nyandarua Range, and Ngong Hills. Ngong Hills rise to an altitude of 2,461 meters above sea level, towering above everything else in the vicinity of the Greater Nairobi metropolitan area. To the east of the hills, there's a gradual descent to the highlands near Nairobi, panning out to the eastern plains that stretch out to Kajiado and Machakos. The hills drop steeply to the Rift Valley floor in the west, an elevation loss of up to 1,000 meters, a few kilometers from the highest peak of Ngong Hills. On a clear morning, one can spot the two highest mountains in Africa, Mount Kilimanjaro and Mount Kenya. The southern Nyandarua Range and Mau Highlands are also easily visible, as are the isolated volcanoes on the Rift Valley floor, including Mount Longonot and Mount Suswa. To the west, the lofty Nguruman escarpment and Loiter Hills hug the skies and make for dramatic sunsets. High up Ngong Hills exists a different ecosystem to the semi-arid Rift Valley floor nearby. A montane forest covers the peaks of Ngong Hills and the eastern windward slopes. The rain shadow effect of the hills is visible on the western slope, which has significantly less tree cover. The highlands at the foot of Ngong Hills, including Ngong and Matasia, serve as water catchment areas for the Mbagathi River, the principal tributary of Athi River. A number of springs are found in this location. Indeed, Ngong Hills were named after one of these springs. In pre-colonial times, big game thrived in this ecosystem. Rhino and lion sightings are no more, but buffaloes still graze along the slopes and foothills of Ngong Hills. The odd leopard sighting is not unheard of. Along the eastern escarpment exists a pass between the towering Ngong Hills and the elevated Kikuyu escarpment that extends to Kijabe. This pass allows for a gentle descent into the valley floor and formed part of the old caravan route that linked the west of Kenya with the coast in pre-colonial time. The pass has regained prominence in modern times as the SGR route took advantage of this gentle descent on its way to Suswa. In modern times, Ngong Hills has emerged as a favorite picnic destination. The expansive views of the Rift Valley, the elevation contrast, and the enchanting natural landscape up the hills has attracted all sorts of visitors to the hills, from hikers to students, runners to worshippers, families to adventure junkies. Residents of Nairobi flock to the hills to unwind and enjoy this natural wonder. Wind speed is high up the hills, and wind turbines have been set up to tap into this kinetic energy and produce electricity. The Ngong Power Station produces up to 50 megawatts of electricity annually. Ngong Hills is a majestic range that should actually be classified as a mountain. The range fits the description of a mountain with regards to the elevation, peaks, and slope. Renaming Ngong Hills to Mount Ngong would greatly increase the marketability of this magnificent feature that acts as a natural escape from the hustle and bustle of the concrete jungle that is Nairobi.